I can't stop. I'm going to put that as like the song and all of the posts that I put up of you and me.
So fun, Sarah.
Just love
Thank
it.
you. What an honor.
I love it. How are you, Suze?
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good because it has been raining nonstop here, which although that's not great for my weekend adventures right now, because got to stay inside. We need a little bit of that.
People love saying that.
I know. I knew you were going to say that. But
we need the rain. Fuck off.
It makes such a difference,
I mean, listen, I get it.
I'm at the exact age where that is of my top concern. How are the plants outside and are they getting the right amount of rain? Don't mind my own hydration. I'm just like, wine'll work. Coffee's fine.
Right. It's liquid.
But are those plants getting the water they need?
Yeah, I get it. That's really nice of you. That's very maternal.
Yeah, I care. I care so much. I care.
Yeah.
I'm
glad for you.
That's like what's going on in my life,
Hey, I did the whatever they call it, motion capture job.
Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I want to hear all about that. What was it like?
I finally did it. Well, they're very tight-lipped. I have to sign a thing saying I won't say too much.
Okay. So I go on my podcast and talk about it.
So you won't believe it. But in my case, it was pupils. The old eyeballs.
They wanted your eyeballs.
They were watching me eyes.
What are they learning?
I mean,
what are they taking?
Who the fuck knows?
I heard on something that talked about facial recognition programming and things like that, that different parts of the face are weighted differently in facial recognition technology, and how people think, I can put a mask up and that'll, cover enough of my face because, it's covering a third of my face or whatever.
Peepers.
The peepers, because they're I think it said between 200 and 400 individual data points, like identification markers.
Great.
In
I'm
just
a part of the problem then.
Well,
I mean, they were just they were recording my eyeballs. Watching things, looking at things, tracking things.
This reminds me of Stranger Things. You're 11 on there. What did you have to wear? What'd you wear?
It didn't matter. They did want to know. They needed to know everything. What color is your skin? You had to match it with a particular, a wheel of color.
What is this for?
Face and hand. Which my hands weren't even
what
in
do you think they're using this for?
It felt like glasses, more like smart glasses, kind of like when you're...
watching where maybe the eye tracking, tracking...
That's what it felt like.
Tracking
I had to
stuff.
Watch a target the whole time. But...
I would be so bad at that. My ADHD ass. They'd be like, ma'am, watch the target.
Everyone else.
The target.
I felt like the valedictorian of this fucking eyeball group because I could hear everyone else and you were not allowed to blink. This was a big problem. Get the fuck out of
here. This feels like a prank. This could have been an episode of some reality prank show where they're
I'm kidding. My eyeballs, I wasn't going to blink for anything.
This is the premise of Taskmasters. Shout out to Greg Davies.
I was not going to fuck this up. And I could hear every other, they had, you have your trainer and then you have your, the person.
Yeah.
And I kept hearing all the workers being like, we're going to have to do that one over because we met our maximum blinking. And I was just like, I am crushing this.
Oh my God. Okay. So you do not get in a staring contest with Suze. I know this about you.
Well, I'm not going to ruin everything. Whatever it takes. What's a little dry eye? If I can get out of here soon.
This is the same experience as your MRI, where you held your breath and didn't breathe. What we're learning is that you actually don't have a fight. It's not fawn as your number. That might be, but it could be freeze.
It could be
because so far in those moments you have done that in a way that is.
Wouldn't you? Because if someone says, "Don't," whatever you do.
My eyeballs are going to come out of their sockets, right?
Yeah. I wish we were in there together because they would have been like
Susie,
VIPs.
Yes, I was doing it in a reality show competition,
Yeah,
but
you
I
almost
willingly
drowned.
ran into that's another time. I willingly ran into a gas chamber, like they had filled it with tear gas.
I did. That is one of my favorites. And the time where they had to tell you to go up for air because you were going to die
You
before
have to cut it. Yeah, they're like, you need to stop. Like you're gonna have to go up.
What's wrong with us?
There's no reason. It's just like I could
No reason.
I could do
Yeah.
this.
No problem.
Who are we trying to? Who are we?
Yeah. For what?
For what?
$3. Okay. Bragging rights. That's actually why we're doing it.
Good stories.
So anyway,
Wow.
if we get taken over by robots, it's my fault.
If they all have piercing blue eyes, then I am going to be like,
piercing.
I know who this is. Maybe in the robot takeover, somehow those eyes will be like, we know her when they see me, and they won't eat me or whatever robots do.
You're
I don't know.
spared.
I'm gonna be spared in the
Like,
robot
this feels
apocalypse.
So right.
Yeah, because of my connection, because of the many times we've gazed into each other's eyes, and somehow
For
those
real.
robots will know me, and they'll be like, yeah, it'll be like that. I could write that
I
science
wouldn't be
fiction
able to
novel.
live with myself though if I had one of these workers be like, because they don't hide their annoyance. They're just like, we're gonna have to do that one again. I know it's hard, but you really need to not blink. And I was just like, I do not want to have that happen to me.
I know this feeling of wanting to win at the doctor's office or whatever. Every time I take the breath test that when they do your lungs and you breathe into the thing, I'm always like, I'm gonna be your number one.
My
You
lungs
watch
are
this.
the best lungs.
My lungs are the best lungs you've ever seen. And when they don't tell me about, and when the dentist is like, wow, no cavities. Now I have one. So
Oh no! Of all time, one.
one.
Which tooth is it? Number no.
I don't know. Well, one back there, one in the
top?
back, top.
Oh, the back's hard, Sarah. You know what?
Back's hard.
You lasted
And
a really long time.
Also, here's what I learned. I need to become more of like an ambidextrous toothbrusher because I favor the left side clean as a whistle, but the right, it's like I get lazy. The reach,
Yeah.
all the 2 inches that I have to go is like, I can't be bothered with the right side. So
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
got
it's
a little
fine.
lazy with my right side.
That's so great. Yeah, I mean, don't you feel it even like at the eye doctor, my favorite place in the world?
Yes.
When you're reading those letters and you just think, I got to do this. I got to get it right. I want them to compliment me.
I did feel that when I took my ADHD like focus test, where it was like, watch this little dot in the center of the screen, and I was like, I crushed it. I thought I did so good. I said,
And they said you had ADHD?
Susie, I thought I saved my results because they re-administered the test 3 times to like mark my progress with meds. Mm-hmm. When I took the test the first time, I was convinced that I was going to come out of there and they
Flying
were going to be
colors.
like, ma'am, you have the best score we've ever seen. In fact, you don't have ADHD.
I
You have
wanted
the
them to
opposite.
say, yeah.
Like whatever.
hyper.
You are so good. I was like, poo, 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 poo. I'm like, this sucks actually
you're
because I wanted to win, but now I'm
You're
not going to be
ADHS
diagnosed.
surplus.
And he was like, I've actually never seen scores this bad for somebody who's gotten this far in school.
Shut up.
He said only one other time there was a guy who in law
Were you
school.
looking away?
I didn't think so, Susie. I
That's
thought
crazy. How do they know? That's what we need to learn.
they watch. Well, it's any sort of distracting thing that I see out of the corner of my eye. My
They can
eye
track
shifts
that?
focus. Yeah, so they were looking at my pupil.
Fuck.
And they were watching
on
me,
to you.
and then they would do little distracting things, I guess. And
I guess.
but then when they gave me my first dose of meds, the score improved. Like I was twice as good. Next dose, twice as good. Like I made it to the average range when I medicated. So
Average.
there you go.
That's great. Well, hey, that shows that it works.
It really does.
glad.
It really does. Yeah. I think it's called a TOVA test. TOVA. I like show that off to any doctor who's like, do you? I'm like, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, you do.
Yeah, it's hard to tell probably in like like when you're high functioning, you're so smart and everything.
They're like, you are a therapist and you have a podcast. And well, then I tell them I was on reality TV and they're like, oh, right this way, ma'am, to our office for psychiatry.
This is also what, like, why people on the show, I think it really deep into addiction often, because if you're super high functioning and can like either be charming or intelligent enough to sort of like circumvent the usual tells.
Yeah. We're functioning dips. Functioning dips for high functioning
like even
people.
Vanity, just, like taking care of your hair.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
If you operate at a higher level, then things can go further before everyone knows.
Yeah, it's almost like the opposite with me. If I haven't done my roots in a while, it means I'm probably in a good place. I'm like not caring.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. That's my story. Thanks for listening. Uh-oh, you're frozers.
You're froze again. Okay, now you're back.
Again. Okay.
Now you're back. Okay.
I'll tell you what actually is frozen, and that is wild grain bread when it gets to my house.
But not for long in my house, because that stuff does not last. I am obsessed. How much do you love that ciabatta? I know their sourdough is the thing that everybody loves, rants about.
I actually think for me now, I'm a total ciabatta convert. I used to like pepper
do you see
in.
What I mean? No, it's the way to go. There's something, it makes the best sandwich. Yes. The inside is very, what do they call it? Like there's a lot of like air holes in it. And that makes for a lot of crevices for sauce on sandwiches. I've been like addicted to sandwiches lately.
That is so true. Those little bubbles.
Yeah. There's probably some fancy baker name for it, but man, do they get it right every single time. And all their other stuff. I also got a pastry box. You know, it's like the season of having like brunch and things like that. Mm-hmm. So I got ham and cheese croissants. I got donuts. Pastries. I got all the things to like throw a little.
Oh yeah, we got donuts too.
Yeah.
It is delish. What a treat. And they are all amazing. They come frozen, but you bake them fresh, so it feels like they are truly like either at a restaurant or a bakery or whatever. They have the gluten-free box, which if you are someone that needs to go gluten-free, what a gift, because usually you're stuck with friggin' cardboard nothingness.
Not good, right.
They have vegan. They have a new protein box. They are just crushing it. It is a slow fermentation process that makes their food superior. I don't really even know what that means. I just know that it's delicious. This is, picture it, as Sophia Petrillo would say. Imagine having fresh bakery quality bread, pastries, and pasta at home without any trips to the store. And don't just take our word for it. They have over 40,000 5-star reviews, and they've been voted best food subscription box by USA Today for 3 years in a row. For a limited time, Wild Grain is offering our listeners $30 off your first box plus free croissants for life when you go to wildgrain.com/braincandy to start your subscription today. That's $30 off your first box and free croissants for life when you visit wildgrain.com/braincandy, or you can use promo code braincandy at checkout.
Yes. Makes me hungry.
What's on the docket today?
So many little things. This was interesting. Did you see, it's kind of floating around, I guess now it's becoming maybe a trend, I don't know. A bride and groom let their family battle it out for last name. So it's the wedding, and the bride and groom are hosting like a wedding weekend. And rather than just announcing or like taking the man's last name, the bride and groom came up with the idea of hosting games, like one family versus the other family, a tug of war contest, a lot of like minute to win it style games, and the family that was on top got the last name.
No.
Yes. And then so I started looking into it, and I couldn't find like it seems like a legit thing, and I found a lot of other stories of people doing this, where one couple did a vote where they voted on what the last name should be.
Yeah.
And
what do you think?
Well, what I like is, well, for a few things. I want to talk about this, and then I want to talk about the reaction, which is almost more interesting to talk about in the comments. I like that people aren't as tied to this, like the symbolism of the last name and of this like patriarchal, like the man carries like the lineage and we have to pass that down kind of thing. Because am I correct in saying that you have the policy that the person with the best last name should take it?
I do think that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be about superior name.
Right. And I agree with that. So I'm for any way that you want to come up with.
Well, there's a real problem. Like, it's a problem, though. Like, there's not a great way to do it, as evidenced by even just, like, Latin culture where they take... It's so convoluted.
Right. How do you keep it... Right. What do you do?
They have two names. It's I think it's hyphenated, but it's not, like, obvious. It's like the mom and the dad. But then your kid doesn't get it and whatever. It's too many names.
It is. I think maybe as women we are, I don't know if it's conditioned or socialized or whatever, to not be as attached to our name because there's the thing that that society tells us we should strive for, aim for, is to lose it in a way. Yeah. But the response from men on this post was
what are they mad about?
Oh, I bet you can guess the things that, look at this beta. Got a lot of that kind of language. Yeah. A lot of like, I see who's really the boss, and like really just misogynistic shit.
I think that it'd be fine if women kept their names just across the board, but the children is the problem. Unless you just hyphenate it for all of them, and it's yours, which is I think with the Latino.
It's hard because I don't have. I would love to run away from any like that last name. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I love its connection to my brothers, but I feel like we are more than just our last name, and that doesn't really matter.
What's your mom's maiden name?
Brown, but her dad was an asshole too.
Brown
I know,
Rice.
Brown Rice.
Are you kidding me? I can't believe she didn't hyphenate.
I know. She should have. Sarah Brown Rice? Oh, good Lord.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
What about it, though? What are you saying? Sarah Brown Rice.
What was I saying?
Your mom's connection to...
that I...
Oh, my God.
I think and this is, again, because I don't have an attachment to my name, so it's hard for me to understand in the way that somebody who, is really proud to be, a fifth generation whatever, like, and be part of that, like, wear it as a badge of honor, and I feel like I don't really
what do you think is the solution?
So, do you think it's crazy to say, these? Yeah, that was like my big lead up. But no, what if you just pick a new one?
That I'm fine with.
I'm kind of fine with that too.
All their names are dumb.
Like, like just pick, or a combination of the two, or like, I feel like then everybody has the same last name. The kids have the same last name, but
it really does take you down the rabbit hole of like how dumb it is to be a person.
It's just like what
are we doing?
I don't know. And then I think, well, when my girlfriend and I get married, like part of me wants to share that with her, but maybe like I don't want her taking my last. That's ridiculous. We're not doing that.
Why?
Her taking my last name, I would never.
Why are you yelling at me right now?
I just like I don't want my own last name. I'm not going to be like, let's be the Rices.
Why?
That's my mom and dad.
Oh my God.
I feel like that. And I'm like, nah.
Like, don't call me Mrs. Rice. That's my mom.
Yeah. I guess I am, but I don't know what the right thing is. I don't know. What do lesbians do?
Well, that's a good question. Why are you asking me?
Well, I don't know. You know a lot of them. All your best friends are lesbians.
Yes, they are. Tell me, lesbian.
Tell me.
What do they do? I do think they just pick one.
Yeah.
Like, and I do think it may be like the better one.
I say pick the better one. Yeah. Pick the
Well,
better
if
one.
we would have done that, there would have been a Lincoln Meister in the house.
Lincoln Meister. That is such a good life. But Butler is also so good.
Why? It's subservient
Oh, well.
to the Meister.
That's true.
Wait.
That's fun. Well, I thought you would be more. I thought you would have more of an objection to the families battling it out.
I don't like that. I think that's ridiculous.
Also, what if you got invited to? Think about your family. What if you got invited to one of their weddings, and then all of a sudden you have to do a tug of war?
Well, we'd win.
I know you would.
But it's so trashy. What is this? Like, come on.
It was a very
strength.
Yeah, it was. But
Maybe
then they did
have trivia too.
Then they did that is fun. Yeah, you got to mix it up, to make sure.
It should be
They did that other one where they put the tissue box like with ping pong balls in it and a belt strapped to you, and then you try to wiggle your butt to see whoever gets the ping pong balls out first.
I don't want to be married into either of these families. I know that much. Get the fuck out of here. I am tired. Oh, you kidding me? These are families that love each other.
This was more of what I was expecting.
You're right.
Now, I
You're
knew
right.
I just had to get you there.
Because that's what this
what's
is.
happening?
These are people.
Happening?
That was my only objection to the Martin Short documentary is like, this is a guy who is like that, functional, because he was loved. I can't relate to these people. There is nothing funny about it. They think they're being funny by doing these, like, we're doing, like, fucking barbecue games.
If you all love each other, it is really fun.
But it's, like, annoying. Yeah. It's like camp.
I love it.
Sarah.
Can't wait to go to camp next month.
So you like it? You like this idea?
Well, I like the novelty of it. I don't think it's an idea that I necessarily am going to take and like make my own. I'm not that I wouldn't do it that way myself. But I think for like a young couple who already has, and maybe you have a big family and people have like,
I hate people like this.
And I say,
I really do. I hate them. I don't want to be around them. I don't think they're cute. They think they're cute. They are the type of people.
Well, some of the internet thinks they're cute, but not the men. The men are like, I would never.
It's the same people that have a flash mob organized at their wedding reception.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
If you had that, nice, good for you. I don't want to be friends with you.
This is like when I was telling all of my friends that I'm going to get a farm, and I have one friend who like took her hand in my hand and she said, I love you so much. You are in fact in my top 3 closest friends, but you and I could not be more different. And I feel like that sometimes with us.
It's like that, but like that's tolerable as long as you don't want us to, do it. But these games require
audience participation, yeah.
They're
and
roping everyone into their bullshit.
I'm usually not for audience participation. I'm like, oh no, here we go.
It's the same group that's like, I can hear you.
Oh, but then as soon as you add a level of competition, I'm like, oh, we're saying this and we're trying to win like MRIs and non-blinking contests.
But then people get mad when we're like, suck it. Like when we get too into it, and they're like, it's supposed to be fun.
This is true. We do not have, it's like all or nothing, baby.
Yeah. Yep. You want to go?
Yeah, can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Don't invite the chef. We're cooking.
Like, if we are doing this, we're doing it.
Yeah.
We'll die.
Yes, this is true.
But for fun, I'll tell you what I am doing for fun. And that's shopping for furniture at Wayfair.
Oh, man. That is a fun thing to do. Mm-hmm. I could do that for hours.
Good, clean fun.
Hours.
What are you in the market for these days?
Well, I was just going to say, in fact, I like to fill up shopping carts, online shopping carts for my imaginary house.
Oh, what's the theme is going on here?
Well, I'm big into bedding.
Style?
Like I always
I said like Tibetan.
No, Tibetan. Well, actually, I would kind of like that. I do like a world theme, like But the thing that in my own house right now, I am in the market for something. There's something I have my eye on. I have my eye on a shoe bench, like for underneath my stairs, that has a top that you can sit down on. So you could sit down and put your shoes on and actually store them right underneath the stairs. And some of them have little pull-out drawers.
Oh, yes, you need that. That's a perfect storage idea for you.
Yeah, I need that little space with some little drawers because there's no entryway storage thing. So there's one I have my eye on at Wayfair right now.
We just finished renovating one of our cottages, and in particular, Wayfair, shout out to Wayfair, was responsible for how cute the bathroom is. I should post a picture because the artwork we got is so cute.
I want to see.
Believe it or not, it's actually like, I guess technically it's a toilet, but it is rainbow and like hilarious and like you don't even know what you're really looking at. It's like
I have to see
very
this.
modern. Yeah. Adam, you should send a picture to Sarah. She wants to see it. Because it didn't fit the way we thought it would. So I was like, just turn it sideways. Nobody even will know what it is. Oh, wait. I'm going to send this to you.
Yeah. Oh, you just sent it.
Oh, he sent it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that artwork.
Oh, you would never know that's what it is.
How cute is it?
Oh, it should go that direction.
Right. It's like, what am I looking at?
That's cool.
It's so cute. And I was just watching this clip of, I think it was Gigi Hadid at the Met Gala. Someone was like, what's the best piece of art you bought recently? And they thought it was like a gotcha or whatever. But she said, I don't know what best is, but somebody taught me something and I really loved it, which was like any art that you get should kind of confuse you a little bit.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
And
I would agree.
Because you kind of look at it more and then you're intrigued by it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So when I turned it that way, I thought, hey, that's kind of like in keeping with that idea. But anyway, thanks, Wayfair, for making it fun.
That's the way I think it should go.
Really?
Yeah, now I can't see it any other direction.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. But I love it, and the colors are so cool, and I think it was really...
Oh, you can't tell what it is. That's cool. Cool.
So Wayfair is awesome. They have everything you need for your home, furniture, art.
And it's where you can shop their sales, like the Way Day sales, where they take up to 80% off with free shipping on everything. Oh my God, I love that free shipping. So head to wayfair.com. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. All right, back to the show.
All right. Anyway, what else, Sarah Louise?
Oh, well, when you were talking about what kind of things are you shopping for, and I'm thinking about my new house, some of the things that I do like shopping for is all the gardening stuff and all the outdoor stuff. And I have been very inspired because I feel like everybody in the world right now has a gardening show.
Oh.
It's not a lot of people, but people you wouldn't expect. Zach Galifianakis. Yeah. Such a good watch. I've now watched every episode, and they're only like 20 minutes long.
That's a good tip, because I didn't know that it was going to be a good watch.
Oh, it's a fantastic watch, Susie. They're 20-minute episodes. You know what they're great for? They're great for breakfast, like having in the morning when you just want a quick little thing that you're going to watch as you're like sipping your coffee, and you just want like 16 minutes, 20 minutes. And so he takes a different, one is tomatoes, and the other one's root vegetables, and then compost and corn, I think is one. Some different, and there's like 6 different episodes. And it starts with him talking to kids about it, which is always hilarious. So he'll interview kids about okay, I'm going to read you a list. Which one of these are apples and which one of these aren't apples? And then he'll say ridiculous names.
Yeah.
It's so
That's cute. I like that.
It's very fun. And
Do you learn a lot about it?
Yes. And then he'll start going into, this was really interesting. I learned this, and I'm like, well, that's podcast material. In the Victorian era, I believe it was, they believed that tomatoes were deadly because people would eat tomatoes and die. And the idea of a poison apple, I think that was originally like a tomato in
Why would they die?
the story. Well, what happened was that tomatoes are acidic, and there was paint. The plates that they were eating on had lead paint. And so the acidity, the tomatoes absorbed the lead of the plates, and people would eat the tomatoes and then die from lead poisoning. Because lead, like tomatoes absorb all of that.
Yeah, that makes
stuff.
sense.
Yeah. So you learn things like that. And then you learn, there was an apple episode. I learned about how they actually make apples that taste good, because every apple seed or every apple has seeds, but it's not just seeds to the kind of apple that it is. It's a bunch of different kinds of apple seeds, and not all of those are good, which is crazy to think about. And in order to get an apple to taste good, you have to graft a branch of a tree that's already producing good tasting fruit to then turn that fruit into one of those trees.
I don't know how anyone ever figured this out.
I don't know either. And they talk about I can't remember the history of it, but they talk, I should watch it a third time. And this woman who's in the apple orchard and, runs the apple farm, they talk to all the farmers who are so adorable. And he said, this is crazy. I mean, this feels like, science. And he goes, and she's like, if I can figure out, anybody could figure it out. She's like, I am very simple. I did not think it would work. And it worked the first time, and it worked well. Like, it's wild how, and then you see just how much can grow in, I never really learned just when you think about farms. And growing up in California, you see everything growing year round, and they're maintained, and they're kind of the vegetables that are, I don't know, I just wasn't aware of the process. You see just the mass gardens, but the huge gardens that are totally different. But when you see a small family farm, or like a small, what are they called? Like hobby farm or whatever, urban farm even, the amount and the lushness that grows in just 6 months, to go from like I planted a seed to you have cucumbers in 6. I can't believe it. I can't believe how fast it grows. I'm so excited to just put stuff in the ground. And then I heard Tom Green is coming out with a gardening show too, like a farm show where he does celebrity interviews with his family on his small farm. And that's going to be really hilarious. And it kind of made me think, like, is this a sign of what's to come? Am I aware of everybody, of all of these farming shows, because I have now entered into this world? Or are people like, because in Zach Galifianakis' show, he keeps saying over and over, the future is agrarian. Is that the word? Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think he's right.
Yeah. Right. I agree with that.
I'm glad I don't sound like a crazy conspiracy theorist when I say this. I'm like, I really do think that the only because I went to the grocery store and to buy a fucking head of kale. I'm sorry. You want $4 for that? How am I gonna eat? What?
For real? You thought that was a lot?
$3.99 for a head of kale, I think, is a lot. I remember paying 99 cents for that.
Really?
Oh yes, for a long time, a head of kale, 99 cents. Maybe $1.99 was what, in my mind, that's what the price of like a 1 bushel of kale is.
Well, you know how my first job for 4 years, I worked at a produce store. And we only had produce, and we had to memorize prices. It wasn't automated in any way. And so like, it's still in there.
Yeah. How much are things?
Well, it is shocking to me when I see prices.
Yeah.
And like I always say to Adam, hey, bananas, they're a loss leader, like those are always really cheap, because that's how they get you in the door, because they're the number one item. Everyone buys bananas. So you keep your bananas cheap, and then you make your money elsewhere.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know.
Walmart's been doing this for decades. This is their trick.
It's the Costco chicken of the fruit world.
It is. Yeah. Okay. And I mean, normal price back then, I think it's still like this, is like 39 cents a pound.
Yeah.
But when I see like an heirloom tomato, I'm like, we better remortgage.
Exactly. I'm like, we actually have to go buy a farm, because how else will we eat?
We can't have any produce of any kind.
I need chickens to make my eggs. Those are getting crazy.
It is pricey.
So I think people are onto something, and I'm with them, and Who knows? But everybody's got a gardening show. And there's another one called Homestead, I believe. It's on HBO. And it's with this woman who's, her name's Janelle. I can't remember her last name. But she's an urban farmer, and she goes to people's houses, and she's like a consultant who will show you how to, even on like a quarter of an acre, she will build you a garden and design it and say what you can grow, and it is awesome. And then she comes back and you get to see the before and afters. Oh my gosh.
You might love England's finest, Monty Don.
I don't even know who Monty Don is.
Adam is obsessed with Monty Don. He is so
I like him
lovely
in name
and
alone.
I know. Isn't that his name, Matt? Monty Don. Yeah, and he's very calm and very soothing. He is very upset about peat, P-E-A-T.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
You know, and the bogs.
Oh,
There's
I
a
like
whole
him already.
big bog problem, everybody. I don't know what it is, but it's something.
Is that England specific?
No, it's global.
Oh, global. Uh-oh.
Things are not looking great, everybody.
Uh-oh. Bogged down with the bogs. Yeah.
Bogs are under attack.
I heard the problem in Colorado right now is there's a hay shortage. So I have to put a pause on getting a horse because those horses
How is that possible? You would think there'd be so much
because of
hay.
the drought. There was no
seems
hay.
like hay aplenty.
Hay didn't grow, and it's got to grow and then dry
I guess
and
I
then
think
be
of hay
harvested.
as just like dead grass.
Yeah, but the grass has to grow first, and then the grass ain't growing. So they've had. That's why I said I'm happy with the rains because it means horse in the future.
All right, good to know. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Bogs. Okay. Yeah, peat moss. There's something with peat moss.
Yeah, I feel like you're about to read me something important.
No.
Okay, I thought it was just going to be a segue. And
No, I was
like,
making my notes about the bog.
About the bog. Okay, let me see my notes. It says, everyone has a garden show. Check. Also, I saw we're on a farm theme today. This is just how it's going to be. I saw a great documentary, the Temple Grandin documentary.
Oh,
it's
was
called
this on PBS?
It's on Amazon Prime. And it came out in 2025. It's called An Open Door. And it is like movie length, like not episodes. I wish it were more episodes because she is just absolutely charming and so amazing.
She?
So do you know a lot about her and what?
Not a lot, just the bullet points.
Yeah, so she's somebody on the spectrum, an autistic woman who was born, I think, in the 50s. And she was nonverbal until she was 4 years old. And because she was in special education at school, or somebody sent her to speech therapy and they needed somewhere for like to give her an activity. So they put her in the stables working, like cleaning the horse stables. And she had this like remarkable connection with animals. She credits it to her ability to think. She says she thinks visually. She's a very visual thinker where most people think in words.
Do you think you are, by the way?
Susie, when I was listening to her explain it, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? That's not how everybody.
Like, so do you think you are maybe a little bit like Temple?
I had no idea until watching this documentary. I was like,
trying to blow that whistle.
And I was like, what? I actually don't know what a verbal thinker is like now. And I'm like, what does a verbal thinker think? Remember how I told you that Spanish is hard because I see the words on the page? I think that means that I'm visualizing the words, not thinking the words, which I didn't know were two different things. What?
Yeah.
Had no idea.
I'm surrounded by you people, so I totally see it. And you all say the same stuff.
And I honestly did not even think I was going to be bringing this part up. I thought I was just going to like be talking about, you know,
blow right past
the
similarities. Okay.
Because so many of the things that she says about it, I'm like, well, yeah.
You're like, is anyone else hearing this?
I'm glad I watched it alone because everybody would have been like, you know, this is you minus the outfit, and you know. Like, it's the same thing. So but her story is so amazing. So she then started working in these like meat processing plants and on farms, and she began, I actually don't even remember, after I watched the documentary, like I watched it in the background and then I rewound it and watched it again, which I always do,
nice,
because I'm like, wait a sec, this is really important and good.
Yeah.
Yes. And she was such an advocate for the humane treatment of animals.
Yeah.
She rewrote the book.
Yeah,
McDonald's reached out to her. And she says, I don't think that we shouldn't eat animals. I think that we should be the most humane about how we do it. Mm-hmm. So she created a system, even a system for like kosher meat slaughtering that is safer for the animal. And it's so cute because you could go to her website, which I did, and you could watch her lectures, which I did. And it's like you could just tell that she did it herself. She's like, nope, we're keeping it basic, no frills. We're telling them this is the information. Everything is right there. Like, I can't tell you how much I love this woman. And do you remember when, for my birthday one year, you wanted to have a Robert Sapolsky sign a book or something for me, and he kind of like gave you the brush off in a way? She would never in her documentary, like, so many people talk about the kind of person that she is, and she talks about how she's like, every time I'm at the airport, I got to make sure I get there early because I'm gonna say hi. There, people are gonna stop me, and that is part of who I am.
I mean, most people would call that empathy, which
she has often high empathy.
But you know how like usually that's what's seen as like lacking.
Yes.
But I think it may be just a different presentation of it.
Because some things, like, she's not a romantic type. She's not gonna have a partner like that. She's married to the job. She is, and she has written countless books.
I mean, not to be gross, but like, do you think, was she maybe asexual?
Seems a little like it.
Okay.
Even from the beginning, she seems a little bit.
Is that
like
more
that's
common,
not,
do you think, with people on the spectrum?
I don't know. I
wish I knew that.
It's an interesting question. I think maybe when other things fascinate you more, and I know that for myself. If I'm interested and caught up in something else, I am absolutely not interested in having sex no matter what. If I'm like, I want to, color.
You're like, listen.
Not that I don't love it.
This poster.
Exactly. That's like and it's silly.
Because it scratches the same itch.
Yes. If I start and then, I'm like, oh yeah, this is fun. I really like this. And there are often, it's not like
That's
I'm asexual at all, but I do understand that. Like,
but that maybe it can seem not, I'm saying
like
not
disinterested
you, but like,
in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's even been a complaint of my partners before, that when I'm
like,
very
why aren't
focused.
You into me?
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with that. It's just that I am hyper fixated on whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she didn't have kids. She didn't get married.
Didn't have kids. Didn't get married.
She's
but
dead?
Still alive. Not only that, works at the school at Colorado State, right in Fort Collins, where my brother went to school.
Her, duh.
Susie, I've already looked up her tour schedule.
Did you email her?
And no, not yet. But don't worry about it, because my school that I'm going to is partnered with her school. The Temple Grandin school for, I think it's autistic learning or something like that, is the school where I'm going for my equine therapy program works with. So I'm totally gonna meet her. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I could cry. It's so cool.
You have to.
It's so inspiring. Mm-hmm. Oh, I get emotional. And then she talks about how when she started, there were no women who did this. And then the whole documentary was like, or she said there are tons of women. She said now it's a lot of women who are doing this.
Why are there no women?
Because the men, she talks about this a lot. The men pushed her out. She wasn't allowed. They weren't even allowed to work.
Why weren't we allowed in this place that was hostile to us?
They did something like this they made a movie with Claire Danes about her called Temple, which now I want to see, but I was telling Amy all about this, and she was like, no, save it for when I'm there. We have to watch it together, which is so cute. So she said in the documentary, Temple is talking about how, or Dr. Grandin is talking about how, the men gave her such a hard time. And in fact, in that Claire Danes movie, there's a scene where the men are like attach like bull testicles to her car. And she goes, they actually did that to me. They just treated her horrible and tried to push her out of there. So she did that, the old like dress up like a dude, and I'm going to go in and work there and hope and show them, and hopefully they don't notice, because they weren't allowing women to work in those, you know, on those what are they called? Like the slaughterhouses and things like that. And yeah, and on all the farms and stuff.
Because isn't it the case that she was a trailblazer because she observed the temperament of the animals as they were approaching slaughter?
Yes. So she made a bunch of changes to, like, and she would get down on the animal's level, and she would say, like, well, this cat, they are not going to like this because, cows don't like to walk into, and horses don't like to walk into barns that are dark. I learned this from watching her lecture. They like to, so if you, in order to have the animals go in, they'll go in at nighttime because there's that, they don't have that contrast as much as they can see into the barn. So you have to put some lights in the back or have like open lights all the way through so that they can see all the way through there, and then they'll walk in. So she also made a curved, like all of them curved, because they before were at angles and the cows wouldn't go around angles as much. And also took away like chains that were dangling, like anything that is in. And she talks about,
saw them as sentient beings.
Yes, she talks about that. She's like, she goes, a cow isn't a rock. I was like, yeah, a cow isn't a rock.
Yeah, she made this incredible discovery that they aren't completely devoid of feeling and emotion.
Right. And it's so sweet to hear all of her students talk, because she still teaches, and she's still like, the students, and I'm getting teary-eyed, but these students, and a lot of them were men, were getting teary-eyed and choked up as well, and saying like, my time with her, like she, you know, reached out and gave me a chance, or gave me her time, or, you know, saw what I was doing was important. And they're like, my life was forever changed. It's so beautiful. You have to see it.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. It's on Apple TV, and it's on Canopy for free. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's called Open Door. And yeah, and she found that also, this was really interesting. She did, and she was the first one to back everything up with science, which is crazy. Like to actually have the empirical studies that go, here's the evidence. And so she said that her theory was that cows that are more like rowdy and agitated on the line would produce less meat. And she was right about that. So she said 20 years later, all the cows are way more docile because they've selected bred them for that. And that wasn't the case 20 years ago.
That's
what?
Nuts.
So 100 people, Time magazine's 100 most influential people. She was in the heroes category. I just love her.
That's nice.
Yeah. So
what a great name too. Wonder why they named her that.
Yeah, and you really have to give her parents credit. They didn't talk a lot about that and go into that in detail, but at the time, to be able to recognize that she needed some sort of assistance or some sort of like, for her, they said even in the documentary, this is a time where a lot of people who were like her were institutionalized.
Yeah.
The fact that she was not is shocking.
Wonder what her symptoms were though.
Being nonverbal.
Well, yeah, but after she became verbal, like I wonder what it was that made her seem different.
I think maybe she also wasn't, it seems like, at least from the pictures, that she was more internal, like more pensive, that things were more internal than maybe the outbursts that can be disruptive to a classroom or something like that can make it hard for, you know, other kind of like structure or resources. So yes, I basically love her, and I'm definitely, and she's speaking in there are not any lectures. There's one in Philadelphia. I was like, oh, maybe I'll, come visit you. That's still far from you. But I was like, what? I have to hear her. And she does talks on autism and on animals. So how cool. And then she was talking, last thing I'll say, she was talking all about, like the equine assisted therapy. And this was more in like the physical therapy category or the like occupational therapy. But she said there are so many students who come in who are nonverbal and the first words that they ever say are on horse. Because there's something about horses. It makes me cry. And she was like, sensitive people are the ones who, and then she said, and it's exactly what you're saying. She's like, anytime I see somebody who works with horses, most likely they're either ADHD, autism, or whatever else. She's like neurodivergent or something. And I was like, yep, I know that. It makes me emotional. So please, you have to all see that and then all tell me how much you loved it because it's so good. And the end of that story. Okay. Oh, this is a fun update. So do you remember our discussion on pigeons and are they or aren't they edible?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, pigeons, they're doing to pigeons what they're doing to, what Chilean sea bass.
Oh,
which is actually a fish that's like a fucking like carp or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but it's like not a fancy fish.
Yeah, they rebranded.
Yeah, as Chilean sea bass, but it's like regular.
It. Yeah,
they do eat pigeon, but they call it squab.
Yeah, I have heard of squab.
Yeah, so it's darker and richer than chicken and closer in flavor to duck.
Okay, but like nobody's doing that just because it's got a name.
Historically, they were a very practical food source because they reproduced quickly.
No shit. But
and they could live in small places. And during wars and poor periods of history, they were eaten but they don't eat urban and wild pigeons because they are known to carry disease and parasites.
Yeah, they eat. It's like hantavirus over there.
And the meat quality is poor but there are farm raised pigeons that they do sell that are called squab.
Yeah, I bet they taste like dog shit.
And it's mostly in like Europe and the Middle East. So that's just a little update.
Yeah, it's not great. Here's what I know. If something's delicious, like fucking famous people are eating it.
That's funny. So you're saying, then I would argue Chilean sea bass is one of those delicious ones. It got a rebrand,
delicious.
But it's so good.
No, it's super delicious, but it's like there's some problem with it now. Like it's endangered.
All of those fish that are high up on the food chain, there's a problem. Yeah, it's always
something
that.
Ain't right.
It's like it's never good. It's never good. Never good.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? Oh my God, I can't believe how much horse-related content is in here. Just one more, just a little fact. I mean, I can, but just a little fact. It's because this is all my internet is filled up.
I have no problem with horse content.
This is just like a fun little one that maybe you'll get at trivia night or something, and you get or like a fun fact for a first date. In New Zealand, where they shot The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
They were searching, the casting directors or whatever, they're searching for extras and people to come in and play, background characters. So they put up a ad asking for experienced horse riders because so many of the scenes were horse riding. Well, everybody who rides a fucking horse is a woman. So all women showed up.
Yes.
All the people that you see in the background in Lord of the Rings are women with beards. Because they put them in beards and put prosthetics on them.
I did hear this.
They're all female riders.
Is it that way?
Because about 80% of the equestrian world are women. It is a women-dominated sport.
Why?
Because
they're smaller.
Vibes. I swear to God, it is that.
I thought it was, how like jockeys, they're supposed to be small.
Because I mean, sure, you could. There is like an upper weight limit, but you can get big horses that there's not like. But it has more to. I see women connecting with horses more than, like the patience it takes to work with. And Temple said it herself that same kind of like sensitivity. Like you you
Right,
have
you're
to
dialed in.
Yes. And if you go in with like I'm going to dominate this, you won't get very far. And I think that is the difference between maybe men and women, and you know. Okay, what else do I want to leave you with?
Yeah,
This
do
is
one more.
Yes, this is fun. This has been sitting in my notes for a while. It was in no, this is good though. This is good though. I say that like it's good. No, it's funny. I've just saved this as like this is gonna be my last thing. Yeah. I think it was Vice.com or Vice magazine, whatever, did a as they do periodically, this list of how old you should be to stop using whatever, like this slang word. Like, if you're over this age, don't use this slang word.
Okay.
And if you ask me if you're over any age, you shouldn't use any of these. But I thought this was going to be a good opportunity to quiz both of us on some slang terms, which I think you'll win because you have a teenage boy.
Doubt it.
I have not cheated and read ahead.
Okay. I don't know. I'm sure I won't know any of them.
So here are some. And I just want you to tell me the definition. Tell me what you think the definition is. I don't even know if I'm going to be pronouncing these right.
That is rock bottom.
Piff. Piff.
No, piff.
Yeah.
It's like if you have to pee, but you have an impediment. I got to go take a piff. I love that you're actually thinking that might be it.
Well, no, but I'm looking at the definition and I'm kind of upset.
What the heck does it say?
Because for this one in particular, they didn't bother giving a definition of it. They just said,
an example.
Don't use it. They said, compliment-wise, piff needn't be given or received by anyone who can legally buy a drink. You think I'm piff? Piff off. That doesn't help me. This is not going well.
Well, that's insane. A word to describe something good, popular, or attractive.
Okay, I guess compliment-wise. Maybe it is defining it. I just can't understand that.
Yeah, but why would
piff?
they
Read it in a sentence.
It says someone's appearance. You describe someone's appearance. But
piff.
Why would they not just tell you that?
Why would they?
It makes you scared. Like, uh-oh.
Okay. Well, they said if you are over the age of 21, you should not use the word stan.
Well, I know that one.
Yeah, these ones we know, but maybe we shouldn't use. If you're over the 21,
have you ever used that? Uh-oh.
I think a while back I could have used it almost like, jokingly, like, "Oh, I stan." Like, if I don't even know if I'm using that right. I shouldn't use these. I'm too old. It's official. I say it and I hear myself and I'm like, I want to throw up.
I don't think we're using that. Okay,
here's one that I push back on because I think I do use this, or maybe I don't even push back. Maybe I'm embarrassed to admit that I use this one. Adulting. And they said currently, it says no one currently under the age of 32 has ever used the word in earnest, but in order to move forward as a culture, some things must be retroactively shamed.
Damn.
That we shouldn't be using this. It says if you were using it beyond the age of 21, leave it alone. You should consider crawling back into the womb and starting over, is what the article says.
Okay, damn.
Okay. How about jeet?
Oh, I don't know. What, spell it?
Jeet.
Well, here's what I know about jeet.
What do you know?
In Pittsburgh, and this is not a new thing. This is my whole life. The accent, we always joke that jeet jet, which means did you eat yet? Jeet jet?
Well, I like that.
What's
That's
that
cute.
one say?
Well, a derogatory term in cryptocurrency from someone who panic sells.
Panics? Oh.
I don't like jeet. Oh, like jeet, which kind of
you
like the
spooked.
word. Oh, I'm thinking of yeet. Like to yeet that, you throw it. Dude, this is...
Lame. We can never
this is
talk about this
so
again.
bad. because I remember back to when, I've kept this list, now it's just been a couple months now, but I was thinking about this. And I'm like, oh, we've already done something like this. I remember the last time we did this, we were better. Now, I don't know how to use any of these words.
Stupid.
Raw, mad, chopped, cap. I know some of those ones. You're chopped. That means like you're done.
Yeah, they do.
Like it's chopped.
They do say that a lot.
Your messages are getting aired, like things aired, like he aired. That's kind of like aired dirty laundry. What's wrong with that?
Revealed.
Or like getting aired. They use it as like you're getting aired. Like your messages are like
an air ball.
No, I think getting aired out. Like
like on TV.
Yeah,
like
that's
people
what
are
I
finding
think.
out about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they said you're probably not getting aired, and you shouldn't be using the term either. So move on. This is harsh.
Listen, we have a podcast.
I know.
They're wrong about that. We are getting aired.
How about 8? Oh,
good.
She ate
That's
that.
Good.
8. That's like, like you got it. Like good. Ate that up. Like
stuff.
Left no crumbs, right? They said if you're over the age of 30, you should not be using that. You also should not be using the word slay or riz or delulu.
Okay. Yeah, we're not doing that. Well, we know what they mean.
And if you're over the age of 35, you shouldn't be saying bet.
I have said that.
I have said that.
Like not that long ago.
For sure I've said that. Ick.
Listen, sometimes the occasion calls for it.
I know. And if you're over the age of 40, you shouldn't be saying lit, woke, gooning. Definitely don't say gooning. Yeah, some of the stuff now I'm like, I don't even know. Like, if you're over the age of 50, they say you shouldn't be saying low key or aura.
Damn. We're not 50.
I know, so I guess we could still be saying that's fucking low key.
When I was coaching Lincoln for his court appearance, I was like, here's what you're gonna do. You know. Cause you gotta be contrite.
Coach him. Right.
You gotta grease the wheels of justice, if you ask me.
Yes, ma'am, no ma'am.
Yes. And he was like, so you want me to glaze the judge?
Oh my God, he didn't say that. Yeah, that's it. That would be on here.
No, you don't have to glaze him.
Oh my God. That's like to prop him up, like to
like flatter. Yeah.
Glaze him. I get it. I can see how
that's
that word
a gross
makes sense.
one. I don't like that
Dude,
one.
it is disgusting. So
disgusting.
There's that to make you feel old. I won't even carry on because that's just enough. Some of the other ones, unk, swag, boss, clapped.
I do, like everything he does do, I do add the word maxing on, but I'm doing it on purpose and I know that it's funny and I'm trying to make him be like, oh my God.
Which I say keep doing because parents, you were very successful with shutting down 6'7". Mm-hmm. That came and went so fucking fast because every parent dressed up as 6'7" for Halloween and their kid was like, oh, no longer interested.
Yeah.
And that came and went.
Yeah.
This year at camp, we will not be seeing any of that. I remember seeing the start of that at camp.
I will not see.
I'll let you know. The kids will tell me. Guarantee you, I'll be like pulling up this list, being like, what the fuck is that? I'll be Urban Dictionarying the fuck out of shit.
Okay. Yeah, let us know because
Urban Dictionary maxing.
Every time I do it, he's always like,
I'll be word maxing.
And then he goes, just so you know, we all hate that guy because it's, that clavicular guy.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad
And I was like, oh, really? And he was like, yeah, he's so lame. B. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know because he has a lot of followers. I mean.
Right. Good. Let him know.
I hope he's telling the truth.
But yeah, me too.
Anyway, yeah, it's funny because all this is stupid. And everything is so fleeting now. There's really no life to it,
Right. Yeah. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Not like groovy.
Nothing does, Sarah.
Groovy was, remember when just like.
It was radical.
Tubular.
I'll tell you. Tubular, I don't believe was ever even a thing. Who was actually
Southern
saying
California?
tubular?
It for sure was.
Somebody was like,
Yeah,
"That's
because
tubular."
it refers to getting a tube in a wave, and so it's like tubular. That's like awesome.
I don't believe anyone was doing it in earnest.
I think Southern California, Dogtown Z-Boys age of the
It's just like
surfing
words you're making
culture.
up right now. Dogtown Z-Boys age.
Yes. Yes, that is like the skateboard, the people who like birthed skateboarding out of Venice Beach, California, like the skateboard team that basically invented skateboarding as we know it.
They were not joking when they said it.
That they were not joking,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Well,
That's actually a great documentary, Dogtown Z-Boys. Okay, continue.
That's a real documentary.
Yes, and it's fantastic. And then they made a movie about it with Heath Ledger in it.
Huh.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Well, go to thebraincandypodcast.com and check out our candy codes tab for all of our partner codes and URLs in case you forgot any, because anytime you use any of those, it helps us so much. Woo. And go to patreon.com/brainkitty for any of our reality TV content. And we'll see you next time, everybody.
We love ya. Bye.
Bye.